Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland. Let's move on from February on to March so we can get to planting some more fields and get some more farm work done. Because this is the year, right? This is going to be the year that we can pay off the final 4.3 million? Question mark, we'll see. Of course we got the new farmhouse, well not the new farmhouse, farmhouse has been here, but the new look that we did last episode. But let's go on here and on to bed. Just fed the animals and did some things around the farm that need to be done. Yeah, we'll wake up at 8 because we got some work to do here in the month of March. I went around and I got a couple fields figured out what we need to plant. So we're going to get the Frank family up and going. They're going to be planting some sugar beet. Attention, take care of animals. So did any of them, I don't think any of them, didn't say any of them passed away or anything. So that's a good sign, I do believe. Let me take a jog down here. We should have 92 cows. Now, the reason why we're getting that, in case you missed it, 2 of our cows have reached 60 months old, and we are running a mod that if our animals run out of food or they get too old, they could perish. So 2 of our cows have reached the age limit, so at any moment, I don't know what the odds are, but there's a slight chance that they could fall over. Anyways, the birch trees have not really done anything since last month, and we still got 92 cows, which is good. Food is looking okay. Milk is okay. Water is the... Oh, I still got water. So that's okay. So I gave him water just before midnight. You saw what time it was when we went to bed. That's the time I gave him the water. So that seems to be working out just fine. Let me go ahead and give him some TMR that's in here. And let's go ahead and... got it all set up for some water here. So manure and slurry need to be brought over. Well, how much did I save on loan interest? Because we did pay off a good amount. We were paying 16,533. Well, we took about a couple grand off down to 14,333. Not too bad. Not too bad. Are you done giving water? You are. You know what? Let me detach from that. Sneak around the trailer, and we'll start filling up the trailer with manure. That looks like a huge pile of manure. Alright, start filling that up. Is that going to be a full trailer's worth? Oh yeah, full trailer for sure. I think we can leave that off and it'll keep on filling. It will. Alright, let's get our workers going here. So we'll jump into our Jatco. I think that's how you pronounce it, Jatco planter. We'll get that filled up with fertilizer and some seed, and we're going to be planting some sugar beet this morning, or someone else will. Actually, let me get that switch over to sugar beet now before I forget. So you gotta switch that over. Covers are opening. There's the seed. I think the fertilizer tank is more towards the front. There it is. Alright, we only have one way out with this planter, and that's down by the workshop. Well, how much money do I got to start the morning with? Well, we probably had close to 9 grand. So that's not too bad. We'll get some money here shortly once I bring that manure and slurry over to the BGA. And that gets processing. I probably could get out that side as well. So I've only got 2 fields figured out so far for the month, other than the ones we've already planted. I was just looking at... well, I wasn't looking for sugar beet. I was just going from field to field and going... Okay, what can go in this field? Our fields, nothing is looking great. We are planting a lot of root crops, and that kind of crops. That doesn't make the crop rotation favorable. So I'm not getting anything up to like 115% on the crop rotation. It's still better. I think sugar beet's going to be 110, and we're going to be putting wheat in this field right here. I think wheat might be 105%, something like that. But it's better than a negative. Let's start unfolding the planter. Shouldn't take too long to get these fields done. Make sure it's fully unfolded before I get courseplay up and going. Alright, let's get ourselves a worker, shall we? Create job. said create job. There we go. Course play. Let's see here. We got it. We were working in this field here. Let's see. 1 implement. 2 headlands ought to be good. I think that's all looking fine. We'll just go ahead and create job. And we'll get a little bit started here. All right, who is working in there? Oh, I got the shady windows in there. Kind of looks like Frank Jr. was in there going to work. Let's find... I think we'll use the case Magnum to use the horse planter. And this horse... Well, it's not a planter, sorry. This is a seed drill. This horse seed drill is not part of the DLC. Actually, I don't think I even activated the DLC in this series yet. This is from the mod pack I've been using in the early stages of FS22. Actually, no, I probably should top this off with some seed and get that switch over to wheat as well. Alright, there is the fertilizer. Oh, the seed's in the front, so let me get that out. There we go. Close that back up. You know what? Let's go this way. Just so we can see our beautiful stone wall that we put in. Spent $80,000 on some landscaping material. Stone walls mostly. Lights were rather cheap. That's looking a little bit better. Ooh, fuel. Alright, turn around. I need to go fuel this up. Well, I was going to repair it as well, but seeing that we're down to just $3,000 in the bank account, I'll have to plant this field the way it is. So the next step is bring that manure over, and then we'll bring some slurry over, and we'll let the BGA bring in some cash for us. And we do have weeds growing in our cotton field already, but we'll take care of those later on. Alright, now we are set to go. Create job. Make sure we're in the correct field. And let's see here. 1 implement, 2 headlands. That should be more than that, preferable here. And we got Franco in the case Magnum, planting that. All right, let's jump on over to the man truck. Oop, wrong page. There we go. Now we can jump on over. A good amount of manure still left over. Should be using the Volvo for this. It's because the extra horsepower will help us out. But since this is already here. Slurry tank should also be full. We should have plenty of milk to be brought over, so I got to check on my factories to see where I should bring the milk and make sure everything is going to be up and running as the morning continues here, because we are going to be busy. I'm going to grab the Voltra next, and I want to jump over to the grass fields and get those fertilized. I don't want to forget those. And I probably should check also on the soil sampling. And this reminds me, because on Goldcrest Valley I kind of fell asleep on one of my grass fields, and that needed soil sampling, so I should double check. I really haven't done soil sampling here in a while, it feels like. If it does need it, that's not that big of a deal because we do have a soil sampler on the farm. And also we should be looking at what can we sell. Sawmill should have plenty of room still for material. Nice to see the birch trees slowly growing. I was kind of hoping this month they would have hit it the next stage, but yeah, so when I turn off the truck, it will stop unloading. So while it's unloading, let's jump on over back to the main farm. We'll grab the Volvo. That should be all set to go with slurry. Do I still have some more slurry left over? Actually, almost another full tanker's worth. And the Volvo's getting kind of low on fuel as well. But for what we're doing here, it should be okay. Oh yeah, coffee beans might be a good thing to sell. That thing produces a lot of coffee beans. I don't want to spend too much time this morning working on the factories, but we got to make sure they're up and going. Every hour counts. Yeah, so another 4.3 million. I'm kind of hoping by the time we sell the clothing pretty soon here, I think it's going to actually be in April, we'll have the loan down below 3 million by then. That's what I'm hoping for. Put that in there. So while that's unloading, let's go and check on. Let's look anything really good to sell today. Methane. I mean, yeah, we probably could sell some methane at this point. It's not a whole lot, but we are here with a slurry tanker, so I think we'll put the methane in the slurry tanker. The clothing, you can see that price is going up. We're not making any more clothing because I ran out of cotton. And, well, no surprise that the sawmill stuff looks good. And the coffee beans are looking good as well, the restaurant. Let's bring the coffee beans to the restaurant also. And straw crates are good. So, coffee beans to the restaurant. Methane definitely has got to be going to Billy because that's the reason why I put that down. Where do we fill the methane from? Is that, like, here? I don't know where we filled the methane from. Let me turn on these zone markers because this is the first time I've extracted methane out of here. Interactive zone markers. Well, there is a trigger here. That is digestate. This tanker should take methane because I tested to make sure I could sell methane. Yeah, very interesting. Hide inactive. Let me go to the BGA here. So this is interesting. I mean, digestate and methane are both on storing. I can extract the digestate, but where's the methane come out of? All right, well, I got digestate in here. Where should I bring that right now? Not the best price, but over to Billy. Well, we'll take some out. I suppose. Maybe methane is like electricity? I don't know. Meaning you can't take electricity out, that just automatically sells. How about if I just put... Alright, we'll do this, I guess. Go to hide inactive so I can find... Ooh, what are we all low on here? We got plenty of sugar. We don't have chocolate. We're out of oats. And why is strawberry milk inactive? Out of space. Oh, that'd be why. Don't worry, out of space is not the error that I usually get. It's because we're technically out of space for it to spawn. So the whole point of... I forgot, where am I bringing the digestate to? The whole point of putting down the sell point that I'm going to the digestate was to sell the methane from the BGA, but I did not get an option here when I filled up between digestate and methane. Now, yes, I could use digestate as a fertilizer, but we're not going to do that here, I guess. We're just going to go ahead and sell it. Because I'm trying to, of course, as you know, pay off the loan by the end of this year. So buying more equipment or leasing more equipment and then using digestate to save myself a few pennies, I think I'd just rather go ahead and not buy that equipment or lease the equipment and just sell what we're getting. Not going to be a whole lot of cash here, but it is something. And plus it will give me a little bit of cash to start the morning. Alright, while it's doing this, now that I was checking on that, the factories, now that I see I got some situations I got to deal with. Straw crates, oh, we're out of space there because it's full. Potatoes, yeah, we don't have potatoes. And BGA, we're getting up and running. Clothing, I can't make that because we're out of cotton. I could actually, hold on a second, I'm being an idiot. I could still make clothing, fabric from wool. I should just activate that. Why am I being an idiot on that? There we go. I mean, yes, batch fabric would have been a lot better, but clothing we make so much money on. So, hopefully, we can make a lot more clothing in the next month or so. No, keep on turning around. There you go. Alright, let's go get more slurry, bring that over to the BGA. And then I'll grab the man truck, bring that back. I think I saw the sugar factory might be out of sugar beet, so we got to bring that on over. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just put the methane on selling. But at least now it has a sell point to go to. Don't hit the other truck. There we go. All right, wiggle this in here. That's actually a big trigger area to unload the slurry. All right, let's go at... Where's my worker over here? And why is there sugar beet here? Wait, what? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck are you doing over here? Okay. Not too sure what's up with that. I thought it was Frank Jr. that was in the tractor. Maybe it was Frank himself. Frank has been kind of a rebellion lately. I'm not too sure what's going on there. And now we got a little bit of sugar beet in this field, so I'll have to go back over that again. Get some more wheat back in. We are almost out of fertilizer, so I'm going to bring this back to the farm. We'll top this off with liquid fertilizer. And then I'll go back in the field later on and finishing up the sugar beet harvest. Or sorry, planting. Harvest? I'm trying to zip right through the spring and summer and get right to harvest season. Every once in a while, course play will throw something at you and you're wondering, why did it do that? I don't, well, I mean, nah. I was getting ready to think that maybe the Case Magnum and this were turning around at the same spot and they got entangled. But I think this tractor would win the tugging war over the Magnum, right? At least I would think so. All right, we'll leave that. Yeah, so we got some sugar beet there. I'll manage it in just a moment here. What was I doing now? Oh, yeah, methane. Let's go ahead and switch the methane to selling. Let's go to here, down to here, and change output mode to selling. All right, so we should get like 30 grand right away from that. All right. Oh, yeah. Too much stuff to do. So I need to unload this. I got to bring some sugar beet over. All right, let's go ahead and we'll keep using the Volvo. No, we'll leave the Volvo here, I guess, because the man already has a trailer on it. Let's go get some sugar beet. We'll bring that over to the sugar processing plant because I need the sugar to make chocolate. Oh, there's my milk tanker over here. I didn't know that was over here. I'm pretty sure I have to bring milk over at some point, but since both factories have milk in it currently, that's not a rush job right now. But sugar definitely is something I got to get started. Yep, farm looks a lot better with a stone wall going around it now. I probably went a little bit too much with a stone wall going around over there, but it does add some character to the farm, I think. Alright, so how much sugar beet do I got left here? I think I got plenty of sugar beet. 300,000 liters worth of sugar beet. Alright, that's going to take a moment to fill. Let's see, while that's filling here. So the two trucks are coming in handy. Currently, as we can see, I can have one loading up somewhere. I can grab the other truck. I'm going to grab the milk tanker. Bring that back to the farm. I think the low boy is over there. I'm going to grab the sheep's wool and bring that over to the spinnery so we can keep on making clothing. We won't get as much as we were when we were doing the batch fabric. I just completely forgot making clothing the old-fashioned way, which was just taking wool to make fabric. So the spinnery's been sitting idle now for a couple of months. So I may lose out like on $30,000 worth of clothing. Alright, let's go get this, start filling up with some milk, and I'll be ready to go. I think all this grass over here, I gotta put some gravel down. Just because I'm driving in this grass quite often, backing up this trailer. It's also where I wrap up all of the conditioned grass at the end of the year. Alright, you know what? I do need some... Well, we're almost at the top of the hours, so... Well, the JCB might be still running. I feel like I'm a headless chicken right now, just running around the farm, trying to get everything taken care of. And if Frank Jr. was doing what he was supposed to be doing, that sugar beet field would be about half done by now. But they probably would have stopped when they ran out of fertilizer. Let's see, let me press that button so we load up with every pallet, full and empty. I don't know what the rate is for making clothing, so we got a good amount of wool here, as you can see. Well, let's get that in there, so because next month is the time to sell clothing, so I don't want that to run out. Let's process this as much as we can, and we'll even sell some as the year goes along, because the price is peaked at late April, early May. So even if I keep selling into July, price isn't going to be that bad. Take it all, please. Alright, and then let's load up with some of this material and put that over in our warehouse, which will soon become Lag Central once again. Ah, some money came in from the BGA, 44,000. Most of that's going to be the methane, because that's sold at the top of the hour. Great demand at Selling Lodge, very big. That could be cheese or butter, possibly. I'm not going to bother wait. That stuff takes forever to spawn. We make decent money from the straw material, but not that well. This is more important. Oh, someone did ask about this auto-loading trailer. This trailer is actually part of the base game, but what they're asking is for autoloader, you have to get the mod for the autoloader. It'll automatically add it. I think it's called Universal Autoloader. So when you come into low loaders, I think it's this one right here that we have. Is this part of the? Oh, is this part of the Platinum Edition? Yeah, this is part of the Platinum expansion. Sorry, so you gotta have the Platinum expansion to get this particular low loader. But when you come in here, the mod is called the Universal Autoload, and they'll just add it to a lot of base game trailers. So, if that's what you're asking, hopefully that info is helpful to you. But this trailer is part of the Platinum Edition. But if you get the Universal Autoload mod, which I probably is going to be for PC and Mac only. So if you're on console, that's not going to work. But you can get the trailer from the Platinum Edition. Alright, now that we got some cash, I can keep on buying fertilizer and seed. Now that we've freed up some space, I'm sure our strawberry milk is back into production. We got a lot of milk. Another full trailer. Okay. Alright, I think we've done enough of the factories and selling us some stuff right away. Let's go over and actually get some field work done. Oh yeah, I was going to bring the sugar beet over, but that can wait. It's not that big of a rush. Would be nice to get it over there, but I want to get this planted. This mess over here that Frank Jr. created, I want to go ahead and take care of it. And Franco is just about done planting the wheat. But I'll have to borrow that and come back over and just replant back over the sugar beet area. Can I tell the difference between the sugar beet area and... No, I can't. Alright, it's not going to take us long to take care of this field. I mean, at least he got the headlands done, so that's something. I do love this planter, other than the price tag it comes with. For both pieces of equipment, the planter and the tractor that pulls it. I don't know if you want to call it a tractor or a truck. But either way, it's like over 800 grand. Soil over here is taking a lot of seed. Let's try to get every little bit that we can. Yeah, ideally, you know, if I were to continue on once we got the loan paid off here, I'd probably start buying more lots of land. And if I had to keep growing the same crops over and over again, I would definitely leave a couple fields fallow every once in a while just to get the rotation reset. I was kind of hoping the oilseed radish was going to do that, but the oilseed radish does not appear as a crop rotation. So, yeah, that doesn't really help us out, other than adding some fertilizer. But as we also found out, as for precision farming and oilseed radish, it doesn't really add that much extra fertilizer to the soil itself. I don't find it to be that useful, but it does add a value of 25 fertilizer to the soil ground. So, I mean, if you want to go ahead and do that, that's what you can kind of expect. Although I only did it one field, so that's my testing. I did oilseed radish in one field. Crop rotation, it doesn't mean a darn thing because oilseed radish does not show up in the crop rotation. And with precision farming, we got a plus 25 on the fertilizer. I was kind of hoping that the workers would get the planting done, but here we are. And it's fine. It's good to be in the field. Although it would be more useful if a worker was out here and we were taking care of the factories, the animals, selling some stuff. Probably about 4 more passes and we'll have this field done. And then we'll get into the case magnum and replant the wheat in that corner. I mean, I could leave it the way it is, because I will have the harvest over here for the sugar beet anyways, but it'll just drive me nuts having 2 crops in one field when the fields are as big as they are. It is so nice having direct drill planters and seeders. That way you don't have to cultivate fields and everything else afterwards. I'm actually thinking about once I get some time, because I know there's a lot of new viewers that are coming on. I see the comments coming up once in a while and saying, "Oh, this game looks fun," or they just started but they don't know what they're doing. I was actually starting to think about maybe I say make a quick video, but every time I say my video's gonna be quick, they end up being an hour long, anyways. But just a quick beginner's guide how to at least get started on farming. Because I think a lot of people that get into Farming Simulator, just like myself way back when, you may watch a couple of videos or you come across the game and you're like, why would I enjoy this? And probably a lot of you felt the same way. And you're like, I'll just give the game a try for a couple of hours, and next thing you know, you start a YouTube channel, you start making videos, and you comment about how you felt when you first started playing Farming Simulator yourself, saying, yeah, I'm not going to play this game that long. And that's how I got a Farming Simulator 13. I bought that on sale on Steam. I think I got it for like $4 or something like that, because I didn't know FS15 was coming out, so that's why the game was on sale. I'm like, for $5, I'll give it a try. And a month later, FS15 came out, and I'm like, well, heck yeah. But getting back to, I'm thinking about putting out a video out there, and like I said, it's going to be for like real beginners. I'm going to just go over the basic stuff. And it just came back to me about doing that, because when I said direct drill, someone left a comment in an older video saying, I'm trying to plant a field in a planter and the crop won't go in. And they probably don't have a direct drill. I said, well, you may not have a direct drill. You probably have to cultivate the field first, then drill. Yeah, I'll probably just go over the basic stuff. And if it goes over well, maybe I'll continue. Maybe I'll do a video on precision farming. So I do get comments about, even on precision farming, they think I'm doing something wrong in a sense because they don't understand precision farming. It's like, that's not, you're losing value on your fields by not doing this. I think it was pretty much something on Goldcrest Valley. I think it had something to do with the weeds. I was using a See and Spot sprayer, and they said I'm actually losing value in my fields by using that. But with precision farming, you actually gain on that. But anyways, yeah, maybe I'll start making some videos on how-tos. But even after all these years of me playing Farming Simulator, I always feel like I'm learning something once a week because of a mod or another thing. That happens to me quite often is I get used to using certain mods, and then when I go back to using the base game stuff, I completely forgot how it works because I got so used to the mod itself. Just like today, even so, like making clothing, it's like, oh, that's right, I can make clothing just by putting wool in there. And most of you are probably saying, yeah, no kidding, we already knew that. I just got so used to that building over there to say, hey, we need cotton and wool to make fabric. Well, yeah, I get better value out of it. Alright, so the sugar beet is in. Yeah, crop rotation is 110% in this field. So that's pretty darn good. Park it over here. Let's take care of this little corner since we're right here, and then we'll go replant the wheat that was in already, I'm sure, before Frank Jr. decided to say, no, we don't want wheat in this corner of the field. We want sugar beet. As for the horse DLC that came out, I probably won't use it in this series because I already got this horse right here. If I bring up the map, that's not going to show me what crop is here, is it? Probably not. But I can see the wheat is going in because I am using some seed. So I'll probably have to go on the other map to see exactly where I need to be. I'm not using any more seed, so we'll turn around here. Yeah, we're not going to see much different on the ground of what's going on. I'm just keeping my eye on the bottom right-hand corner, seeing if I'm using seed or not, and currently I am not. So I don't know what angle Frank Jr. went off the field with. Well, I am using a little bit here. There we go, got it replanted with wheat. So we're all set there. So I'm going to park this. Actually, why park it over here? Because all the fields over here are done. Let's see. So we got sugar beet, we got wheat, we got cotton in front of us. So, yeah, I don't need any planters back here whatsoever. And that's all the crop rotation I got figured out so far for the season. I have to go around and figure out the rest. The crops that we do need to plant, of course, are potatoes. As for cereal crops, we got a lot of grain still in the silo. So I could possibly plant something different, but we'll go and wait later on, figure out what I want to do here. The man truck is still running with the sugar beet ready to go, so let's bring that over. And then we'll grab the coffee beans that are over here. We'll go sell those. There we go. Turn that off. Let's get rid of the... Nope, not speed up time. Let's get rid of the map there. All right, the man truck. Let's go get the sugar beet in there so I can keep on processing sugar. I don't quite understand how I'm still always low on chocolate when the only thing that we're using the chocolate for is to make chocolate milk. And the dairy factory is like level 6. So is chocolate just produced that slowly? It's going to look a little bit different around here once these birch trees actually get to another growth stage. There it is. All Alright, so while that's unloading, we'll grab... where did I leave the Volvo truck at this point? Because I don't remember. Oh, right there. Alright, flavored milk needs to be put away, but since I got some empty space here, we'll just grab some of this material here. There's plenty of space inside the dairy production for all this. But just making my trips count. Yep, frame rate is starting to get a little laggy once again. So once I sold all those products in the wintertime, my frame rate over here was at 60 FPS. But now we're back down. Well, slowly getting worse again. It's because of all the pallets we got in here. And then once we face away from all the pallets, frame rate goes right back up. But hopefully we'll get another good sale day and I can sell a lot of the pallets that are in there. But I think in the future, it's a great building to be able to store that many pallets. But for my PC, it doesn't like it when I get more than 300 pallets in there. But let's go grab some pallets over here by the coffee beans and we'll bring them over to the restaurant. I didn't see how much money we're going to get from the coffee beans. I just saw a really, really good price. I know it's over $100,000 worth. And while I wait for those to spawn, I'll just come up here and grab these. Got to make sure the coffee beans keep on producing, because that's going to help us reach our goal. See if any more spawn here. Yep. And I think that's going to be it. Alright, let me just double check that's going to the restaurant, right? Coffee beans, $135,000 worth. So I'll probably get closer to $140,000 with our bonus. And I'm trying to think, we sold the coffee beans in January? So every couple months, if I can get $140,000 worth, that'll help out. And once again, the money total is going up just so I can give it all to the bank. But it's because of the bank that allowed me to do what we've been able to do here in Hinterland. So pretty close to, well, it is over $150,000 worth of coffee beans. So the one thing I'm going to do is just to make sure that I keep to my word that we pay off at least $100,000 every month. We are going to pay off $100,000 right now. I mean, $85,000 is more than what I need for the month, but just to make sure, we're going to keep the rest there. And when the end of the day comes, end of the month comes, we'll pay off any extra that we do have, of course. All right, final job that we need to get to today, in this episode that is. We'll grab the Voltra. And we'll go ahead and fertilize those grass fields finally. Did I give the cow... I think I gave the cows TMR, which I did. Let's grab the Voltra. We'll drop off the weight off the back. One of those things where you don't think I've used a tractor that much. The Voltra is getting pretty close to 10 hours on the clock. And everything here we have bought in brand new, I think. Pretty much. Not the man truck. I'm trying to think if I bought anything else used, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Is that going to be enough fertilizer for what I'm doing? Well, we got the money, so let's go over here and... Am I close enough to fill this up? I am not. Alright, so let's do the hokey pokey with our machines here. And this job, as we know, okay, that's a little bit heavy. Let's start using it to get the weight off the back, if I can. I can handle it. And the more fertilizer I use, the more weight I'll get back onto the front. And the steering will be a little bit better. I just want to get this done because if I don't, I'll probably forget about it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to look at the soil and make sure that we got our soil sampling where it needs to be. But I assume that it's fine because on Goldcrest, the only reason why I knew the soil was out of date was it wouldn't spread the fertilizer on the grass field. And yep, we still got the grass there from last season. So the first cut this year on these grass fields is going to be conditioned grass bales. So that way we can give it to the sheep throughout the year. And so far I've been happy to be able to feed the cows the TMR mixture for dairy cattle all throughout the series. Not once have I given them the condition... Well, I may have given the first couple of cows that we had conditioned grass. Or did I go right to TMR? I may have went right to TMR. Already the tractor is steering a lot better with the fertilizer that we use coming out the back. So the weight is shifting back towards the front axle a little bit. So, of course, we got, let's see, the field in front of us. And then those 3 fields over there. So that's 4. We got the field, sorry, right there. So that's 5. And we got the field on the other side of the workshop. So we got 6 more fields to plant. And as long as my workers... Well, Franco did a nice job this morning. It was Frank Jr. that decided to go rogue. As long as they do what they're supposed to do, we'll knock these fields off one at a time rather quickly. Yep, and this field is taking fertilizer as well, so my soil sampling is good for at least another cut. But no fear, we do have The soil sampler sitting in the big shed, just waiting to be used. So I am going to finish up fertilizing this grass field here. I'll probably take care of some of the production buildings and getting some of the pallets transported around. Make sure everything is as empty as it can be. So that way, when we start next episode, we can kind of focus on getting almost all the fields planted. The only thing I can't plant would be soybean, but everything else should be able to be planted in March. And I may not even plant soybean this year. I don't know. I'll have to figure it all out. Maybe I'll have the crop rotation figured out for all the fields as well, so we can just get right to it. It's going to be hard to find a rotation that gives me 115%. So if I can get 110%, I'll be happy. And worst comes to worst, yeah, we got to make sure we don't have any negative on the rotation, meaning below 100%. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in the Hinterland. But until then, have a good one.